Hey, Rico Knows here. I was asked to do a private film review on Luke Baker. I believe he just entered the transfer portal. This is a Sacramento State quarterback, former high school quarterback in Northern California. So I'm looking at a huddle film from a couple years ago, and I'm going to go ahead and give my assessment. It's 5 minutes remaining on the time. So let's see what we got. I'll try to talk the entire time, leave no dead air, but bear with me. So I see a young man dropping in the pocket. Now, one thing I'll say about this throw here is it's hard to tell what a pre-snap read was. A lot of quarterback coaches want to see your pre-snap read. So they want to see what the coverage is and what you were thinking in the moment. For example, here we have trips right. Was it zone? Was it man? Is this safety helping over the top? I'm even, I'm leaving. It looks like you're going to drop and throw a fade. Things like that. They want to make pre-snap reads and assessments and see what you're doing as well. That angle isn't very favorable for the first throw just because it's hard to tell release points, drops, stepping up into the pocket, and something that we value is collision courage, right? The willingness to complete the pass and willingness to take a hit. We don't know if you're being disrupted by a hurry, a pressure, and some of those things make throws look impressive, and we can't tell. So now we're extending the play, off-platform throw, throwing it in rhythm. Yes, the receiver had to drop to his knees, but it's a good play. It's fine. Here, progression read, looking one way, looking the other, and then we're there. Now, this is probably, we're on the third play. This is probably the best one I've seen so far. A couple things about it. Number one, we're on this hash, and we're throwing to the opposite hash. It's pretty impressive. It takes some arm strength to do that. The only thing that would be better is if you were showing a comeback or an out route from the opposite hash, and you throw it on the line or in the cover two window, things of that nature. But because you turn your head, it's a progression read at this point. You're going left, you're progressing, you look, oh, no, and then I'm going to go deep. On the other side, your receiver doesn't have to come inside the hash, stays outside. It's actually a really good play. Hitting him in stride, I think it's probably the best play I've seen on the tape, and it's the third one. You want it to be the first one. This is not a great play. And it's not a great play because if you watch your feet, there's an inconsistency here with your drop, and you kind of stop and get flat-footed. Now you extend the play, you point directing, and you throw it on the run, and you make it happen. Oftentimes, you'll see quarterbacks making great throws like this in movement, but coaches aren't that impressed because these aren't Saturday players. The defenders aren't Saturday players. So when you see a quarterback making those great plays, it's fine, but we know you're not playing against Saturday guys. A little pitch and catch here. It's great to have that accuracy and keep it in bounds. I thought that was impressive. Run it, or we're looking for somebody coming across. Yeah, it's not bad. They're all kind of crafty plays. Pump fake, looking the opposite way. What a great play. Are we going to get it outside? Oh, it's a fluttering ball. But the concept is great, and the mindset and the courage to throw it. That's another good one. What the hell kind of defense are we dealing with here? So the defense is terrible, but the fact that you get it outside the hash on the other side of the field is nice, and put it right where your receiver can only catch it. That's cool. One thing you want to get out of the habit is showing plays where the ball leaves the top of the screen. You don't want to see that type of arc. We want that right there. That's pretty. That's pretty. Play action, in rhythm. That's beautiful. These are really good throws. This is good tape. Pump fake. That's a touch pass, and it's good. Yeah, it's not bad. All of it looks really clean, and especially on the huddle tape, you want it there. One thing quarterback coaches are going to look for are drops, consistent drops. And what I mean by drops is your drop steps. How many steps are you dropping on particular routes? Right? We're doing a 3-step drop on hitches, slants, quick outs, things like that. We're doing a 7-step drop. Like, what are we doing? And sometimes the feet isn't consistent on the tape. The arm talent's here for sure. Fading away, don't like that, but obviously it's easy pass. That number 4 runs like a nerd. Probably not going to play anywhere. So it is what it is. But the arm talent's there. Like a painter, you can paint it. Crafty, athletic, got it. I saw that you had a 4.0 GPA. I think that's impressive. I think schools like Citadel should be interested, or other academic programs. I'm not sure if they're going to value, especially at the way the transfer portal is going right now, if we're going FCS to FCS. But, you know, if you want to continue your football career, you got to be a little realistic about the nature of college football right now. And that is where people are ending up is at a lower echelon, if we're being honest, just the sheer numbers game. I've seen some elite quarterbacks end up in a JUCO, and they couldn't do it. So this is pretty good. Not, a little guy running. It's not bad. Easy pitch and catch. Easy read and just let it rip. That's sweet. Crafty. Yeah, I like that. That one's a little better than the other one because at least in this play, you're in traffic and it kind of covers up your lack of top end speed. Whereas the others, when you're all running all alone out in speed, they can kind of count your stride and your steps, and they can see that you're not blazing fast. This is a little better too. That one's pretty good, but right there we see the lack of speed, and you don't want to ever display that. But you're doing good. Good, crafty. I think the arm talent's there for sure. Ooh, bad snap, kept it clean, and still extended the play, still hit the out. Yeah, man, I like the tape. I can see why Sac State was interested. Now, I'm pretty good friends with the current Sacramento State staff. All their coaches follow me on Twitter. We talk in the DMs all the way up to Coach Marion. So I know what they're looking for. I know how it goes. It is what it is. Undersized quarterback, kind of crafty, but probably not going to get a fair chance, even though you're a Northern California kid. It's just the way it's going to be. But I think you're crafty. I think you're pretty good. I like the tape, if I'm being honest. I actually like the variety of the tape. There's another throw, keeping it outside the hash, just dropping it in a bucket. Yeah, it's just good. Ooh, nice way to catch a side. See how that ball left the screen? It's fine. It's a touchdown. You did all that, but did you see how the ball went out of the screen? No rainbows. Can't have the ball leave the screen. It just shows a lack of velocity. It's just one of those things. You just have to say, oh, it was a nice play, but it's not going to be here anymore. It's a good play. Don't care about the run after catch. You know, your tape, you can cut all this out. Cut all this out. You don't need to show the rest of the touchdown. Show yourself and what you're doing. Boom, and cut the play off as soon as you complete the pass, for the most part. Not too fast, but it doesn't need to keep going to show all the yak, to be honest. A lot of people think that's important. It's not. It's good. That's good, crafty play. Yep. So, yeah, all in all, I like the tape. I'm going to actually go to Twitter and advocate for this young man. We'll see what we can do, but I don't know what the slots are looking like across the spectrum right now. I've been on vacation this week, and I know the transfer portal just opened, so there's going to be a lot of viable options out there, but this kid looks like a player to me. So thanks for asking me to do the private film review, and good luck to Luke Baker. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows.